Oh, we've just come home and they've got a new rabbit and I don't know, we think maybe...
We just found her in the garage.
Her leg's sort of, almost off, like the back hind leg's so up, we don't know what's happening.
Alice is the much-loved first pet of Pia and Mimi.
Come through straight away.
Mum Nikki and her distraught daughters came home to find their bunny with horrific leg injuries.
You just got home just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I just literally raced up as soon as I saw her. I just grabbed her, put her in the... It's all right, darling. I just put her in the... in the hutch. It's okay.
So no idea what could have caused it?
I have no idea. Absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know whether she's tried to get herself through a really ridiculous space and it's... I don't know.
She's got a big skin tear on the side of her body there. Legs hanging really loose, which is a big concern. They can sometimes panic themselves and do things that make no sense, and if they get stuck in a particular place, they can push themselves or leap off and catch themselves on something. But I just don't know at this stage what she's done. My priority really has to be to stabilise her first, and then we'll go looking for injuries next. Right now, we just need to make sure she's going to pull through this. Erin, can I have a hand?
Yeah, sure.
She's got a really fast heart rate, so she's quite shocky. This is some saline, which is just going to go straight underneath the skin there, and she'll absorb that really quickly. The goal of this is really to go into her bloodstream almost immediately and try to boost her blood pressure. If we can do that, it just keeps that blood circulating and really keeps her alive.
He's going to do absolutely everything he can, okay?
There are two little girls that really want you to come home, okay? So how about we work together as a team and make that happen, huh? This is just your worst nightmare. I'm so concerned about Alice, but at the same time, those girls, this is their first ever pet, and this shouldn't be how it is.
To make Alice better, okay, sweetheart? Alright?
Okay, alright, so she's hanging in there. She's been a tough little girl. She's just resting in a cage at the moment, which is the best thing for her. The reason she's being so tough out there and being so brave is because she knows how much you love her, okay?
She's a gorgeous little thing. She's beautiful. We love her. So yeah, it's devastating. It's devastating.
As Nikki takes the girls home to wait for news, Chris begins x-raying Alice.
Go on, girl, it's scary. This is where our worry is. That's the one with a big gash in it. This one here, it's intact. But here, on that leg that looks awful and is just hanging free, we've got a big fracture there. The big test really is if she doesn't feel any pain in her toes, it means the nerve's been severed as well, and that leg would have to come off. You're just going to go in here.
Alice needs to rest and recover from the shock. She must stabilise before Chris can treat her injuries.
Just relax there.
Later that afternoon, Nikki brings the girls back to the clinic with get well messages for their young bunny.
I love you, Alice, from your best friend, Mimi.
It's very sweet. So we put that one there. It's beautiful. Hey, she's having a read now. Look.
Sadly, there's news that Chris doesn't want the little girls to hear.
That leg, I think, is probably going to have to come off.
Yeah.
If she does pull through, I'd probably operate on her tomorrow. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Pia. Thank you, Minnie. Okay, we're going to work really hard to make everything okay. All right?
The next morning, things get a lot more serious at the clinic as Chris and Neil prepare Alice for her major surgery.
Yeah, see, mate, this one's really...
Yeah, not good.
Floppy there. She has no idea that I'm doing that.
No.
That leg, it just can't stay there. She's just going to drag it around, cause injuries to herself. So, I hate to say it does have to come off. This isn't going to be an easy operation. You look at Alice and you can see that she's small. And because of that, everything is so delicate. She can't afford to lose much blood because she doesn't really have a lot to start with. Somehow she's already managed to cope with all this shock and all this trauma. I just hope she's got enough fight left in her to handle this surgery. First thing you always have to do here is just work out where the big beating arteries are, because they're the ones that if you nick them, Alice is going to be in trouble really quickly.
Yeah, it's really tricky. They're just so sensitive, you just have to do tiny increments.
So what that work's really been leading to, just trying to clear away the blood vessels and the muscles so we can get at this bone here. Now, it's not the nicest thing for Alice, but this bit is really essential. Sorry, Alice. That leg's now off. Wound's been nicely sewed up, so now we move on to the other leg.
But as Chris begins work on Alice's other leg, her heart suddenly stops.
Just stop for a second. I don't know if I've got a heartbeat there. No.
No. For nearly 10 minutes, Chris and Neil desperately try to revive Alice. Finally, they get her back.
Yep, it's there.
So I'm just going really faint heartbeat here, it's quite slow. I'm just trying to stimulate him with some atropine to try to quicken up his heart.
Just a few minutes later, the bunny slips away again.
No.
Stop?
No, stop.
Stop?
Stop.
With precious seconds ticking by, Chris is again trying everything he can to kickstart Alice's heart. For 15 minutes, he refuses to give up.
Come on, buddy. Come on, man. Surprise us all, mate. She's young, she's fragile, she's already been through a lot, and it just suddenly was too much for her, and it's absolutely as gutting a feeling as you can get. You think about Peter and Mimi and probably guess who this little guy's for. I'm just really hoping that this is just the best possible surprise for Peter and Mimi. I think they deserve it.
It's been 2 months since Pia and Mimi's pet rabbit passed away.
My biggest fear throughout all of this was that Pia and Mimi would really lose faith and be scared to ever connect with anything living again. Hey, your mum and I were talking, and we think that it's not right that you girls don't have a little bunny to love in your lives. I think they quite literally thought I'd pulled a rabbit out of my hat.
I think they're in total shock.
Then I just saw its ears and its eyes, and then I just recognised it, and I was like, whoa, that's a rabbit.
He's a little boy.
It's a boy, guys.
I just watched their faces go from this absolute look of surprise to all of a sudden their eyes soften and this little smile come over their face, and you knew it was meant to be. If you had to choose a name for a boy rabbit, what do you think?
Chris, because you helped us.
Really?
I had to choose that name because that was all I could think of.
Christopher Rabbit. That's pretty cute.
Nikki's a great mum, really taking time before they even considered getting another pet. I think he's spot on. You've got to be honest, but at the same time, you have to eventually let them love again, and she's done that.
If you guys loved that video, great. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel below. That way. That way.